I want to share with you this amazing book I just picked up. And I want to share with you 3 of the main principles that are in this book. The first one is the idea that if we repeat something enough times, it becomes familiar. And even if it's a lie or not true, we begin to believe it. There's an example in the media I just saw that Donald Trump is going to take Greenland by force. He actually did not say he is going to. That word is changes the meaning completely. It distorts the reality of the situation. How biases affect our decision making. It's like looking through the world through a colored lens. If you're wearing a blue lens, everything you look at will look blue. If you have a pink lens on your eyes, everything will look to you pink. And if you're wearing a yellow lens, everything's going to look yellow to you. The second bias we have to keep in mind is the status quo. The status quo is the idea that we want to keep everything the same, meaning that since it's always been this way, we don't want to change things. So why change it? So we're looking at everything through a particular colored lens, like a pink lens. So the status quo is this pink lens and everything's looking pink to us. As a result, we're not really looking at the information objectively. We're looking at it through a pink lens, or through the status quo lens, you could say. The third one is called tunnel vision. We like to make a jump decision based on a limited amount of information. There again, it would be like wearing a green lens, and everything's going to be looking green to you because based on this little bit tiny information you got, you've jumped to conclusions and made a decision. The fourth one, and the important one, is confirmation bias. We'll look for anything to support our beliefs. So I believe XYZ is true. An example might be that Donald Trump is the worst thing since Adolf Hitler, and therefore I'll look for every possible excuse that will support that belief. These are examples of how biases affect our thinking, whether it be politics, in business. It can hurt your business because if you're making the wrong decisions based on false information or information that's been embellished or has been manipulated in some way, it's going to hurt you in the long term. So I highly recommend that you pick up a copy of this book, check it out. It's a fascinating book. Learn a little bit more about how your mind works and how that affects your decision making and how you actually see the world, interact with the world. Of course, only the brave would read a book like this because it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. Business leaders, for better communication skills, follow me.